Fucking waterhead.
I mean, I agree for the non-RNG parts, I definitely do got this. Because aside from, like, a couple of kind of, like, weird, outrageous mistakes, I'm generally playing very well. The thing is, Viola, it's such a huge RNG swing that even if I play perfectly, like, that doesn't, like, really overcome it, and even if it did, I would still have the time loss from the RNG. So I would still want to have a PB that just gets good RNG. Like, I don't really have runs in this anymore where I, like, you know, get good RNG, but I bleed time on execution everywhere else. I've generally, like, I've practiced this category and the start of this game enough that I am, like, generally very consistent at executing this for the most part. Like, you should not see more than like a second or two swing on each split in terms of like time loss. Like if it's a split where I'm just purely playing through it and executing and there's no RNG, it shouldn't be common for me to like lose time much at all. Like a couple of seconds or more. It should not be very common to see that. Like this split that I'm on right now, this very first split Protector, first 3 minutes of the run, if I play this normally, I will be about half a second ahead. I took 2 hits on the spiders, so I want to say I'm on pace for being pretty much dead even with the split. Like, assuming the fight with the skeleton goes normally, which it should, the split here should be equal or up to half a second ahead. That's like how consistent the rest of this should be when it goes correctly. Slight couple of movement mistakes there, though. God, playing the start of this run where you have the slower movement speed just feels so sluggish. Like, yeah, I should get the cutscene when I'm right at the door here. Then I go around the back of the skeleton, pick up the Protector and take off my armor immediately, which I've memorized the menuing for, and then I split when I leave this room.
Hey, mate, mate!
Yeah,
Have you got
minus
mate,
0.6.
have you got 20p, mate? He kept me.
And that's what that split should always look like. And then this split will also be pretty similar. There's very little actual gameplay that you do in this split. Like, this is a 3-minute split, but most of this split is cutscene. Like, I moved through that last room, and I moved into position to hit this ghoul, and now I'm in cutscene. I'm just in cutscene. I'm just in cutscene. Funkmaster, what's up, dude? So, this is a guy who actually plays this game. Now we're getting the runners in here. Now we just need Doc and Shenef to show up. And 2 hits in the back, that's always the same. Then kill the next ghoul that I encounter. This is always the same, because you just naturally align with being behind it in just 4 hits. Then just progress. And then we get like another minute of cutscene. So, like, these first couple of splits should always be, like, extremely consistent as far as the pace goes. Like, I shouldn't have more than, like, a second of variance in the first few minutes of the game, just because of how much cutscene there is. And how simple the fundamental execution is for these screens. How you doing anyway, Funkmaster? I'm doing good. I'm doing runs, as you can see, and this is the first time that I'm using sunscreen struts. My hands are currently soaked with sunscreen. And it's a slightly strange feeling playing the game like this. And I'm also angling the top screen of the DS to try and eliminate some of the UV reflections, like the reflections that would otherwise be like going up and towards, like, you know, the room or towards my face. I'm hoping that I'm just reflecting them back to where the light is, or, you know, back towards the desk. Because I figured, like, oh, I should just, like, cover the DS in, like, you know, black matte card as much as I can. And I was like, well, the top half of the DS, like, you can angle it, so, like, I can just angle it, right? And that will naturally change the angle of the reflections.
Don't, we're booking questions.
Oh, whoops. Also, don't know why I was moving down there. I mean, that would, if that's a serious offer, like, I would definitely appreciate something like that. Like, if we brainstormed ideas for, like, the dimensions of something to be 3D printed. I do not happen to possess a 3D printer myself. Yeah, the notes previously said to kill that bird, but honestly, it's not worth the time it takes to kill it. Like, you kill it in one hit, and it's not worth the time it takes to do that one hit, because that bird is one experience. Like, if that bird is actually contributing to a level up that you need by a certain point, you can get more experience elsewhere for the same amount of time. Oh, no! It's over! All that time saved, that half a second that I saved at the start, it's all gone! Because I didn't round the corner correctly. Alright, I'm gonna do some on-the-fly routing here. I'm gonna do some magic, because you talked at GDQ, Funkmaster, about how in the basement the route was like to take the ghouls in the previous room to where I normally do it. I'm gonna take one of the ghouls. I'm gonna take the ghoul that I passed by, and then I'm gonna take one fewer ghoul in the room that I normally do the kills. And it should make it easier to deal with the bat bullshit in that room. So this is going to be some on the fly, like I'm improvising this. So we'll see if I actually play correctly. So I'm going to kill the next two ghouls. Normally I'll just kill this ghoul. So that ghoul is new. I normally don't get that one. And now I'm just going to... That doesn't really matter. So that went fine. That was more or less as I planned. Like, getting used to doing back hits on enemies in positions that are more optimal is something that's a little weird to get used to, but it definitely pays dividends. Like, the game doesn't care about whether you're physically behind a target, it just cares about if you're facing the same direction as the target. And that's going to be super apparent in the first trap here in the cathedral, where you need to kill the 3 skeletons. Like, the last skeleton, I hit it from, like, physically I'm standing in front of the skeleton, and I'm still able to hit it from behind, because I'm facing the correct direction to hit it from behind.
Hey, mate! Mate! Have you got, mate? Have you got 20p, mate?
So like this first skeleton, I am gonna straight up hit it from behind. The second seems like a bit of both, and then the third one, I'm just straight up hitting in front of it. But the game considers me to be hitting it in the back. And also, because of like the timing of when I reach this third skeleton, like if there is a faster way to kill these first two skeletons, it doesn't matter, because if I reach the third skeleton any sooner, I'm too far ahead. I can't physically hit it until it reaches me. So like, it doesn't really matter how optimally I play these first two, because all that matters is that I reach this one at this point. Like, I'm in front of it there. And if it was any further behind me, I wouldn't be able to hit it because the hitbox wouldn't intersect.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p,
Strict.
mate?
If I'm doing Purify Django, I don't need to get that chest. Actually, I'm never going to use a solar leaf. I'm kind of lucky that it hit both of the wooden blocks there. Yeah, that's the thing. That's something that I'm kind of getting split on, because I am, for the purpose of like optimizing this run and practicing for Purify Django, I am skipping optionals. There's a very big one that I'm going to be skipping later in the run that's actually going to save a lot of time on the splits. But you are 100% right that in terms of like preparing for doing full game runs, I definitely should not skip stuff to the point where I just forget to pick stuff up in muscle memory. Okay. So I did not get the red crystal in the best spot on the first visit, but you still need to go through that room 2 more times. So you may as well just do a full sweep on the second visit.
We're fucking questions.
See what I mean about how, like, there's, when I play normally and, like, match what I normally do, there is next to no variance. Like, if I'm playing consistently, I will do stuff at the same time every time. That's just the kind of run that this is once you get super consistent at stuff. Actually interacted with the sign this time. Cool. That's not what I needed though. Alright, so now I need to try and check like 10 positions at once as I'm going through this room. There it is, in the corner. So this red chest is like for Purify Django again. You skip this chest. You do get this chest in any percent, but I do not need it for this category. Full energy going back down here as normal. Yep. That's definitely, once you're like trying to play at a higher level, that is definitely the easiest thing to fuck up on a regular basis, the way that you round corners. Like that, going up the stairs there was super fucking optimal, but I want to say that if I'd turned left a frame sooner, I wouldn't have been on the staircase. But it's like, how optimally you can consistently round corners like that is one of the biggest variances in movement, and how you'll save and lose frames across the run. Nice. Gotta love random enemy movements. Also, yeah, nice time save there. Again, I don't know how I'm saving this much time on this split, but it's like consistently coming out. And half of my runs are like golding on this split. I don't fucking get it. That could have been a bit better of a menu. I think using L and R to menu through the enchants and weapons, that's consistently my weakest menuing. I'm just not super good at doing the, like, rapid presses to cycle through the options quickly. Like, that is where a task, for instance, would absolutely demolish the menuing that I can achieve. The basic movement, I want to say a task wouldn't be like massively significantly different, but the menuing task would be like just so much fucking better. See if we can get a good turnaround on this lamp. Not bad, not bad. You want to just be inside the chest hitbox so that you can take the crystal first possible frame, rather than have to move back onto the chest to pick it up. I mean, obviously, the earlier you can turn around, the better, because it's less time spent travelling back to the start of the room. But the benchmark, if any, there is if you can take the chest immediately. So I am going to need to take a health refill. I'm going to take one more hit on the ghoul here as I pass through. I'm not going to be in red, I don't think, but yeah, I'm close to red. And I need health for the boss fight. Why am I consistently putting it in the light stream there when I need a hybrid fill here? Or leave the light on here so that I squeeze a little more energy as I'm passing through the skylights. I'm not going to stop to manually recharge, but if you can get any time where you can just passively gain energy, then you should. Like right here, I'm going to gain a couple of ticks. Like, if you can get a couple of ticks like that, there's no reason not to. But then for actually filling back to maximum, if you have the option of a solar station, that is always your best option. Because this just charges faster than anything else you can achieve.
Hey, mate, have you got some, mate? Have you got some?
Like, even at Sun 10, manual charging is not as fast as using a solar station. So as long as you don't have to physically go out of your way to reach one, it's just a better option than manual charging. Damn it. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, fuck. This is a shit fight now. That was entirely my fault. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking owned. That was dog shit. That was a fucking dreadful fight. And that was more or less entirely my fault. Yay, I love, like, losing 10 seconds on a boss like that.
Don't be fucking questions.
So, not going to take the tarot card in this room either, because don't need it for this category. Something that's just a speculative time save you can take as well is, you can skip one of the items in the treasure room up ahead, but it requires you to then get a favourable random drop in the remains. Because you skip one of the bananas that you'd normally use with Sabata to take the coffin back at the very end. But I mean, you need that power-up. So skipping the chest gets you a faster split here because you can move with the coffin faster, but if you don't get a random drop later, it's a net time loss. So if you're trying to squeeze the best run possible, you would skip it, but for the purpose of like doing a consistent marathon route, you would always take this pickup. And I am erring towards like marathon practice where I'm just trying to be as consistent as possible. God damn. Do not want any time lost due to movement in this section if you can help it, when you have a temporary movement speed buff. I forgot to turn the light on again. It's fine, but it's silly. I'm in danger of dying during the purification here as well. Alright, so another thing that I'm going to try to start applying as a small optimization. Let's see if I can nail this on starting the purification. Going to use one spear slash. And then, since I need to menu to solar and sword anyway, something that's a little different. Okay, let's see if I can nail this. Nice. You can get both of those with the same slash. So that's pretty significantly faster than using 2 spear thrusts. And yep, almost died. Not the best purification.
Don't be fucking questions.
So as much as I say, like, oh, pure execution stuff, like, I shouldn't lose much time at all. Like, I mean, these last 2 splits do beg to differ. This has been a solid, like, almost 15 seconds that I've lost from just making mistakes. I mean, the bulk of the time loss coming from a boss fight, like, yes, that's going to be the most volatile stuff as far as execution goes. And Daenerys is, honestly, in my opinion, it's the most technical boss fight to actually execute correctly, where you're having to aim the spear thrusts on the candelabra. But that's not trivial, getting those central hits. And yeah, managing lag during that fight as well, because the larvae caused the game to start lagging really hard. So normally I wouldn't take a health refill before the bat trap, but I'm going to, simply because I'm probably going to get hit by the slimes after it. And Like, the slimes will kill me at this health. Oh my god, this is awful. Why didn't I do the last hit there? Got the short sword though.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
So I'm going to just take the health refill here. But now this is at least an actual run. It's one that I wish I hadn't bled all this execution time on, but it's at least a run. And now I really don't want to fucking die to the bats. Okay, here we go. Always one of the scariest traps to walk into if you're not wearing body armor. Hello? Do it. Not very clean, but this is the first run I've had in the last 2 days that has actually gotten through blacksmithing in one piece.
Don't be fucking questions.
Really need the golem trap to cooperate as well. Ugh. I was sure I was wrong that. Time to find out what quality weapon I have as well. Okay, I do have a +3. Good. I was really unsure about that after I didn't do blacksmithing quote-unquote correctly. Hello? What the fuck? Alright, got a random drop. Fuck's sake! I hate this room with a fucking passion. It doesn't fucking work. This is so annoying how I'm losing all my fucking time. That is beyond frustrating. Nice menu there, at least. I will save some significant time on this split though, because this is like a major category route deviation. Because you're not doing the full game, you don't need to pick up the dynamite. Which means you also skip a cutscene. Really? Game. Thank you. Now I actually need to... For fuck's sake. Because I need the energy to use Cloud here. It's part of the route that I use for killing this golem. Right, let's see what we get here, RNG wise. One. Two. And a death. Lol. But I don't think this... Well, this is not a PB now. I was trying to say, I don't think this alters where the... I really, really hate this. I don't understand where these things fucking hitbox is. Like, I'm clearly hitting them, but then apparently not. Like, and if I wait any longer, they fly into me. Like, cool game. Yeah, this was a cool run while it lasted.
No, we're cooking
And it's
questions.
technically still ahead with 3 deaths. Awesome. Don't need to pick up this chest at least. Ooh, my energy's iffy here, actually. Did I not refill to max before entering? I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't have enough energy here. Do not normally bank on using that. That I can't blame on anything other than me just getting tilted. And then that menuing was longer than it needed to be as well, because I was just off kilter. At least that's a short refill now. I really don't want this to PB when there's been so many obvious mistakes and multiple deaths to boot. That just feels really bad.
Hey, mate! Mate! Have you got some, mate? Have you got
This
20p,
is gonna
mate?
feel so
Big
fucking
gun,
bad
mate.
if this PBs. Which at this point it should, if the rest is played normally. Like, there shouldn't be... The only thing that could really cause 10 seconds of time loss here is bats harassing me on the way back to town, and if I massively fuck up the purification. I suppose if I get a third cycle here as well, it's automatically dead, but that shouldn't happen if this fight goes the same way each time.
Hey, mate! Mate!
Pretty good fight,
Have you got
actually.
some, mate? Have you got 20p, mate? Big gun, mate!
And then... Glomp! trying to focus as much as possible right now. So these bats on the next screen need to be in a good position. Good, yeah. Buff time was ideal. Now just don't lose 10 seconds on the purification. Easy. Damn it. It's not going to be 10 seconds lost, but that's... I hate aiming the Gundel Hell with Sabata. He sucks.
Whoa! I ain't seen one of these in time!
It's a PB, which is cool and all that, but motherfucker, I'm not happy with this run. Definitely going again.